Public enterprise Roads of Serbia has started the implementation of the project of enlargement of 26 toll stations on the highway network as a part of modernization of the road infrastructure in the Republic of Serbia, aiming to increase capacity and speed up the passage of vehicles through toll stations due to the significant increase in the volume of traffic, especially in the summer period during holidays and the tourist shift period. This project will significantly contribute to improving the general conditions of travel on highways in Serbia, especially if it is taken into account that most of the toll stations covered by this investment were designed and built more than 30 years ago. On the E75 highway, on the section from Belgrade to Subotica, 6 toll stations will be expanded: Stara Pazova, Zmajevo, Vrbas, Feketić, Bačka Topola and Žednik. On the E70 highway, on the section from Belgrade to Šid, 2 toll stations will be expanded: Adaševci and Morović. On the E75 highway, on the section from Belgrade to Niš, the expansion of 15 toll stations was planned and implemented: Mali Požarevac, Umčari, Vodanj, Kolari, Smederevo, Požarevac, Velika Plana, Markovac, Lapovo, Jagodina, Ćuprija, Paraćin, Ražanj, Aleksinački rudnici and Aleksinac. The project includes Preševo and Dimitrovgrad toll stations on Corridor 10, as well as the Obrenovac toll station on Miloš Veliki highway. Before the summer tourist season of 2022, the priority was the reconstruction of the Stara Pazova toll station, built way back in 1977, which was expanded several times during its operation. The Stara Pazova toll station will have, instead of the existing 9, a total of 17 channels, which will increase the capacity by almost 90% compared to the old one. Designed on the model of modern toll stations, it will become one of the largest, and with the Belgrade toll station, it will have the highest throughput. On July 1, 2022, the first phase of the Stara Pazova toll station extension project was completed. 2 new traffic lanes for toll collection were put into operation, which has already significantly increased the capacity and ensured the smooth passage of vehicles during the summer season of the year. Further expansion of the Stara Pazova toll station involves the construction of 8 islands, which will result in 17 traffic lanes, of which at least 3 at any time will be exclusively for users of electronic toll collection. Above the toll channels, a modernly equipped administrative building with an area of more than 300 square meters will be built. On the island between the lane for oversized vehicles and service traffic lanes, on the west side of the building, from the direction of Novi Sad, the construction of a prefabricated substation with 2 transformer boxes is planned. At the same time, in the extension, there is space for an aggregate plant and a power plant facility with energy cabinets and UPS devices. The reconstruction will replace the existing one with a new canopy that will cover 16 toll booths. The administrative building, located above the toll channels, will be mounted on steel columns, interconnected by lattice supports that support the roof structure. The mezzanine construction consists of a reinforced concrete slab on a profiled sheet and a canopy. The dimensions of the administrative building, erected 10 meters above the sidewalk of the traffic island, will be 47 × 12 meters with a canopy 6.5 meters high. The length of the traffic island is 52 meters. The width is 2.2 meters, with the exception of 2 traffic islands that are 3 meters wide due to contact with the staircase. The structural system is skeletal, with steel columns founded on reinforced concrete footings, between which, in a transverse line, installation checkers with toll ramps are placed. The expansion of the Stara Pazova front toll station, which is carried out by the company Serbia Autoput with its subcontractor companies, includes new inflow and outflow asphalt surfaces, construction of a part with a concrete roadway with 8 raised islands, plateaus, on which the concrete structures are placed, a part with an internal road next to the administrative building and with a plateau with accompanying buildings, and a parking area with 32 parking spaces for cars of the employees at the toll station. The width of the lanes between the raised islands is 3.5 meters. The far right lane is 5.5 meters wide and is designated for the passage of oversized vehicles. The width of the internal roads next to the administrative building and auxiliary buildings is 3 meters, the same as in the parking area. The asphalt pavement at the entrance to the main toll station has an area of 6,600 square meters and at the exit 4,900 square meters. The area of the concrete pavement between the raised islands with toll booths is a total of 4,900 square meters. A total of 11,700 square meters of asphalt will be installed on the plateau of the Stara Pazova toll station with an internal road and a plateau for service facilities and a parking space for vehicles of 930 square meters. 3 axes were defined in the reconstruction project of the Stara Pazova toll station. The central axis along the right edge of the roadway of the right highway lane is 563 meters long. The second is the axis of the service road, designed with a transverse slope of 2%. This service road is intended only for toll vehicles and vehicles with a special permit. The third is the axis of the parking road, also designed with a transverse slope of 2%. The project also provides 2 parking spaces with the electric chargers for electric vehicles, which will be marked with appropriate horizontal and vertical signage. It is planned that the works on the expansion and construction of the Stara Pazova toll station, which began in 2022, will be completed in 2023, when toll station will be fully functional. The first phase of the expansion of the toll station Obrenovac on the Miloš Veliki highway, which received 2 new islands and 2 new lanes, a lane for toll collection, was also completed. Before the actual construction of the new lanes began, it was necessary to widen the embankment on which the administrative building with all the installations was built. In the first phase of the works, reinforced concrete works were carried out on the new islands. 100 cube meters of concrete was installed and 8.5 tons of reinforcement were used. A temporary T-portal for traffic signals was constructed and 2 shock absorbers were installed. On the E75 highway, on the section between Belgrade and Niš, a total of 15 toll stations will be expanded with the toll station expansion project. The lateral Požarevac toll station, on which work began in 2022, will have new additional traffic lanes. It is planned to install toll booths first, build 2 new islands on the left side and install layers of crushed stone. Exactly 100 cube meters of concrete and 12.6 tons of reinforcement were installed on the 2 new islands. Another 1,000 cubic meters of material was added to the embankment, and another 1,200 cubic meters of crushed stone will be built in. On the left side of the extension, a 200-meter-long rain sewer was built. By the end of 2022, the construction of a 700 square meters concrete road is planned. From Belgrade to Niš, new capacities are also planned at the side toll stations Mali Požarevac, Umčari, Vodanj, Kolari, Smederevo, where earthworks are already being carried out. Toll stations Velika Plana, Markovac, Lapovo, Jagodina, Ćuprija, Paraćin, Ražanj, Aleksinački rudnici and Aleksinac will also be expanded. In addition to the existing 8, the Preševo front toll station will get 4 new traffic lanes. On the eastern branch of Corridor 10, only the front toll station Dimitrovgrad will be expanded, which instead of 8 will have 12 passages for vehicles. On the highway between Belgrade and Subotica, apart from Stara Pazova, the expansion of the side toll ramps Zmajevo, Vrbas, Feketić, Bačka Topola and Žernik is also planned later. All the mentioned toll stations have 2 traffic lanes on both sides of the highway, and their capacity will be doubled, so that they will have a total of 4 traffic lanes for toll collection in both directions. The project of expanding toll stations in the Republic of Serbia represents another valuable investment by Public Enterprise Roads of Serbia, which will significantly contribute to the improvement of travel conditions, increase the flow and speed of vehicles, further increase the use of electronic toll collection, and contribute to safety, comfort and speed of traveling through Serbia.